Welcome to The Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steeler Nation what's on our minds. I'm Melanie Friedlander. The Steelers face the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football this evening without two of their three running backs. Jaylen Warren is still recovering from a hamstring injury, and Cordarrelle Patterson was ruled out with an ankle injury sustained last Sunday in Indianapolis. That leaves starter Najee Harris, who struggled to log many successful runs against a stacked box last week. Jonathan Ward, whose strong training camp performance was cut short prior to the second preseason game by a hamstring injury, has been elevated from the practice squad to the 53-man roster. Aaron Shamklin, elevated from the practice squad for the Week 4 game against the Colts, saw his first NFL carry in the loss. He was also added to the active roster as well. Both Ward and Shamklin will likely get helmets this week for the primetime game to add depth behind Harris. And while they don't bring quite the same abilities and experience as Warren and Patterson, this could be a nice bounce-back game for the Steelers running back group after a particularly rough outing last week, where quarterback Justin Fields led the team with 55 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns, and Cordarrelle Patterson was really the only back to find success before leaving the game with that ankle injury. 4 games into the season, the Cowboys ranked 25th in rushing defense, allowing 40 rushing first downs, 8 rushing touchdowns, and an average of 4.6 yards per carry to the opponents. If you only look at the box score, you might be impressed that Dallas held the Browns to 93 yards in their season opener. But Cleveland was playing from behind almost the entire game and had only 19 rushing attempts compared to 45 passing attempts. Okay, you say, but what about last week when the Giants posted only 26 rushing yards on 24 attempts? That probably has more to do with the Giants' poor run game and their offensive line's inability to run block. That line's main success this season so far has been in pass blocking. While the loss of right guard James Daniels to a season-ending Achilles injury will hurt the Steelers' run game, the possible return of left guard Isaac Seumalo could help limit that challenge. Add in the fact that the Steelers are playing at home in a primetime game with an athletic quarterback who will add another challenge for the Dallas defense. Dallas will also be missing outside linebacker Micah Parsons, ruled out with an ankle injury. Taking all that into consideration, I am looking for the Steelers' run game to rebound this week. That's my take. You can follow me on Twitter @GirlSurgeon. Check out The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Follow us on SteelersDepot.com and check out The Terrible Podcast with Dave Bryan and Alex Kozora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.